subconscious concerning that part of the mind of which one is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions and feelings. Because even though you might be feeling sad and you can't pinpoint it and you don't know why you feeling sad, if you were to sit down and unpack that like you do when you lose something, don't you? When you lose something, you don't backtrack, try to figure out where I was at. You're doing an investigation because you want to figure out where your stuff is. You got to do the same thing when you don't know why you feeling the way you feel. Because if you think about it and if you unpack it, it might be that you saw something online that spoke to you. 3 hours later, you feel in a certain way, and if you don't unpack it, you ain't gonna know where that came from. That's your subconscious activity. Saying of the day, there is no greater wealth in the world than peace of mind. Now, peace of mind is freedom from fear, anger, and guilt. Whew, that's a trinity right there, boy. If you can conquer those, fear, anger, and guilt, you're doing something. There's some people in their 60s haven't done that. There's some people in their 30s haven't done it. This talk is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional guidance, advice, treatment, or diagnosis. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, substance use or abuse, or suicidal thoughts, dial 988. 988 is available 24/7 nationwide and staffed by trained crisis counselors who are just a text or call away. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Your intuition. Your thoughts keep getting pulled in a certain direction. That ever happened to you?
Yes.
No matter how much you try to concentrate on other stuff, it goes right back to that.
Yes.
And then you try to distract yourself with something and it goes right back to that. Yeah, that's your subconscious mind trying to wake you up. Man, this is so funny. Let me stop. If you ever find yourself circling back to the same thought over and over again, or experiencing an uncomfortable feeling you just can't shake, or an idea or a past memory that you keep fixating on, it could be your subconscious desires trying to break free. Check this out now. However, having these thoughts doesn't always mean it's the best idea to follow through with. And sometimes our subconscious minds apply thoughts, feelings, and behaviors from our past experiences that aren't the best options anymore. So your subconscious mind is sometimes going to take you back to where you already came from. Come on, man, you ain't never heard nobody say you about to bring me up out of retirement. They about to turn me to the old me. That's your subconscious mind, because that's where your thoughts are going. But you don't go backwards. You got to understand, because sometimes your mind going to keep going back to you mopping the floor with that person. Do not think because your mind keep going there, your subconscious mind keeps going there, that must be what I need to be doing. Be cautious of some subconscious thoughts, especially if you know it relates to a bad habit that you used to have. Your mind might be going back to that drug you ain't tried in over 10 years, but that's not the solution. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Number 2, you feel good about an impulsive decision. What I mean by that, you didn't think it all the way through. You didn't overthink it. You made a decision and you acted on it. When we make an impulsive decision and it makes you feel good, that could be a sign from your subconscious saying you've made the right choice. Sometimes we stop ourselves from going after what we really want because we're afraid of what's going to happen. But whether it's confessing your feelings, like somebody, and you finally tell that girl at the store that you like her and ask her for a phone number, quitting a job that's draining you, because some people just up and quit sometimes. Can you imagine that? Somebody going to work, something happened where their boss yell at them and they say, you know what? I quit. The boss say, what? I quit. You can keep this stuff, send me my check in the mail. I'm not working for y'all no more. And go out to their car, slam their car door, get inside of it, and feel good. Can you imagine that? Because you would think a person would slam that door and get in the car and be like, I got to figure out how I'm going to pay my bills. I got to figure. They're like, thank you, Jesus. Quitting a job that's draining you, or going on a spontaneous weekend getaway. That's another impulsive decision, because some people don't go nowhere because I gotta get somebody to watch the kids. I gotta go do this. Who gonna take care of my cat? Our mind always pushes us into pursuing the things we desire and gives us the confidence and clarity to rise above all the uncertainties that we feel and to take a leap of faith. It also tells us when we've made the right choice, even if our voice of reason argues against it. Sometimes we're going to have to try to reason ourselves out of some decisions that we've made. Don't let that happen. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Number 3, you feel uneasy about certain people or situations. You ever had that, man, got around somebody and was around them and felt a certain way? You ever pulled up to a house and before you walked up into that house, you felt some sort of way? See, I'm different than most people. I follow my intuition. I train myself to follow my intuition. I don't wait for some. See, the opposite of that is people who, they wait for the hood to be lifted. I don't wait for that. Because by the time the hood is lifted, they already got over on you. And you already lost. And all you're going to do is be bitter and take it out on the next person you come in contact with. Because they got you. Just as our subconscious might influence us to move forward on things that are good for us, it also warns us against dangers that our conscious mind doesn't immediately perceive. Though you might not understand why, this could be your subconscious mind picking up on similar cues and experiences you might have had with other people in the past. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Number 4, you suddenly feel unwell out of nowhere. People sometimes experience random feelings of anxiety, tension, or dread pop out of nowhere. If this ever happens to you, trace back the things you've done or encountered throughout the day that might have set off your anxiety. Sometimes it could be a certain thing someone said or something online or TV that reminded you of a bad experience. Our subconscious minds typically identify signs much faster than our conscious minds can register, which is why we can feel scared or anxious without a conscious reason. The source of that fear and anxiety differs from person to person, but it can be helpful to locate what and how it affects your feelings and behaviors to gain a clear understanding. Who is that? Hey man, do you need to go? Okay. I'm trying to help you out. Okay. All right. So you know it's gonna be different if I hear that again. Oh, everybody witnesses? Okay. All right. The source of that fear and anxiety differs from person to person, but it can be helpful to locate why you feel that way and how it affects your feelings and behaviors to gain a clear understanding of what makes you tick. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Number 5, you have reoccurring dreams. It's a long-standing belief that dreams might be key to understanding our unconscious mind, and that by learning how to interpret its meaning, we can gain a better understanding of our innermost thoughts, emotions, and desires. Many people have expressed agreement that certain meanings of dreams accurately reflect their inner state. An example, dreams about your teeth falling out. Anybody ever had that? I had one where I bit into an apple, man, and all my teeth came out inside the apple. Y'all never had the dreams about your teeth falling out ever in your life? Okay. All right, so dreams about your teeth falling out are often associated with anxious thoughts and feelings, while dreams of being chased. Now, you ever had a dream about being chased? Yeah. You running in slow motion? Yeah, I've been in that too. Dreams of being chased implies fears or anxieties you might be trying to avoid in real life. Whatever it might be, finding out the meaning of your dreams can be fun and potentially helpful activity that could explain why you keep dreaming about the same things. 6 signs your subconscious is trying to tell you something. Number 6, you have a sense of clarity you can't explain. Have you ever had that, a sense of clarity where you was confused about something, or something was bothering you and then maybe a month later you just quit thinking about it and all of a sudden you had a eureka? Or something that was bothering you that you thought was a bad thing, and maybe 6 months down the road, you realized it actually was a good thing. That's clarity. If you have a sense of clarity you can't explain, this is another sign your subconscious has figured something out before your conscious mind has. If something has been bothering you, but it doesn't anymore, or you suddenly have a knowing feeling that something is right, even though you can't explain how you know it, it could be a sign that your subconscious mind has picked up on something new, and this can happen when we least expect it. Many therapists recommend mindfulness training and meditation. So subjects can have a sense of clarity and feel well rested. Also, it can help us feel more in tune with our subconscious mind and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. Our subconscious thoughts and feelings can be a helpful and effective way to gain a clear understanding of ourselves. Sometimes It informs us about what idea is good to pursue, while other times it acts as a mechanism that warns and protects us from potential harm. However, it's important to note that our subconscious thoughts and feelings might not always be correct because each of us learns different things and has different personal experiences. That was quick, my friends. Any questions, concerns, or comments? Well, like we said, we're going to keep Mr. Oates in our prayers. Today is Tuesday, so, what? Today Wednesday? And he said that with some confidence, didn't he? Like he was correcting me. Yeah, he like, nope. Yeah, okay. All right. So today is Tuesday, actually. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I'm like, I gotta really debate this dude about what it is. You gonna really do that to me? I'm like, we really gotta do this. Like, how am I gonna convince him that today is Tuesday? I gotta go get the calendar? All right, y'all. So y'all have a good day.